Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the duo group Ironman. Recently, I've had the urge to craft blood runes, but not blood runes at the old Zaya altar, but blood runes at the new True Blood altar. There's honestly no particular reason. I don't need to get runecraft up for anything in specific. I don't really need blood runes at this point. I've just been having the urge to try out the new altar and just run back and forth making blood runes. So last video, we went back to Guardians of the Rift to get the new RC outfit, which is kind of a necessity, I'd say. Before doing any runecrafting training, especially on an Ironman, because it gives you 60% more runes. And now the only other thing that I want to get before starting or trying out this new blood runecrafting method is this agility shortcut right here, which I'm looking at this now. I didn't realize that's the highest level agility shortcut in the game. We need 93 agility. I'm currently level 88. And it looks like level 93 is going to be about 2.5 million agility XP away, but that is going to be the goal for this video, to get level 93 agility. And there's two things I'm going to be doing. The first thing is the Priv course when I'm not trying to be super intensive or whatever. And the other thing is going to be Sepulchre. With Sepulchre, I won't be able to do the last floor until I get to level 92. But because I'm just going to be going for marks anyways, I most likely wouldn't even be able to get any Grand Coffin completions while I'm just going for marks, because I'm not that talented at Sepulchre. Because for those of you that haven't done Sepulchre, there's two ways you can go about it, especially if you're new to Sepulchre. The first way is either going for XP and Grand Coffin completions, or you can go for marks and loot. And actually they just added clue scrolls into Sepulchre recently, so you should be getting quite a few clues as well. But last video, I also collected these supplies for Sepulchre, so we'll be set for starting out at least. We'll see how long this lasts. Before we go on though, first we have a word from today's sponsor. Get protection today on the internet with NordVPN. If you don't know what a VPN is, it lets you hide your location and data to prevent third parties from gaining access to them. In this case, NordVPN protects your data by letting you connect to over 5,500 servers in more than 60 countries. Nord will block malware-ridden websites, it prevents DDoS attacks when you're gaming, and you can use it to unlock content or view websites you wouldn't normally otherwise be able to see in your country. I like to use Nord to protect my identity and personal info when I'm in public settings like the mall or airports, because you can also use NordVPN on your phone. Nord has ultra-fast speeds in any country, they have 24/7 customer support, you can have up to 6 connections at once across your devices, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Nord also has a new feature called Threat Protection that will guard your device from malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads, which you can turn on even with the VPN disabled. So go to nordvpn.com/wildmudkip to get a huge discount on their 2-year plan, and they're giving you an additional month for free. Thank you so much to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. I'm only going to have to do this the first time that we go to Sepulchre. I gotta grab the Vire Noble outfit out the POH, because without it we would just be getting constantly attacked in Darkmire. But we're just going to be running up here to the northeast corner to Sepulchre. And here we go. First time in Sepulchre on this account. The last time I did Sepulchre actually was right before Group Ironman came out. It was one of the last things I did on my UIM. So I have the basics of this place. I can get through Sepulchre. And then the first time that we come here, when we talk to the mysterious stranger who's going to be where we can buy the things from, we get 5 of these hollowed shards, which allow us to teleport directly back here. And then you could also just buy these from his shop, and I believe they only cost 1 mark each. Yeah, so it's pretty much nothing. These are very easy to get. You know how my bank is always full and I'm always trying to keep as many items as possible? I like how one of the items I actually got rid of, I think I alked it, the Dorgashan crossbow. I actually need it here because you need to be able to grapple, and the Dorgashan crossbow is the lightest crossbow. And I'll just show you right now too how the hallowed crystal shard works, or where it takes you to. Just very, very convenient. Okay, here's my setup I'm going in with. First thing is that we need a Ceradomin item, which I have the holy symbol for. And that will allow us to use the obelisk at the end of each floor, which restores your run, which, as you can imagine, is pretty useful in a running minigame. The holy symbol is also nice because you could use it in conjunction with the prayer book. And what the prayer book does, it's a pretty niche item. It cures your poison at the cost of prayer points. And I've rarely ever used this before, and I'm excited to have a place I can use it. And the planks and the vampire dust is for building the stuff in the Sepulchre to get to the coffins. the herb sack for collecting like loot, Alex for collecting loot. You need enchant spells to get to some of the coffins. Then I'm also going to need food because you take damage until you get the hollowed ring. Then you stop taking damage from Sepulchre, which is the first thing I'm going to be going for. I'm excited to be back. This place is fun. But with that, hopefully I have all the items I need. My inventory set might change over time. One last thing, the tile indicators plugin and the true tile thing is very, very useful. Okay. Let's begin. See, this is what I mean about like the building stuff in Sepulchre. I had to build the bridge, and then we get over to the coffin over here. And you can see it took it right from the plank sack, which is very convenient. And then there's also, it takes two planks or two of the, new collection log slot. Or two of the vampire dust. But there's a tool that you can get from Sepulchre that makes it so you only use one dust instead of two. So it's kind of cool, like the stuff you unlock from Sepulchre helps you with Sepulchre. And there's the obelisk that restores your run. We have successfully made it through the first completion for me of Sepulchre because I can't do floor 5. So this is the end of floor 4. And I think we're going to get a bit more XP as we climb down here. So the XP gained from one run. Oh, how do I exit? Oh, just quick exit. Okay, nice. So I got 6.5k agility XP from one run, 20 hollowed marks. And after this first run, I forgot to reset the agility XP because I was doing perf this morning for the XP tracker. It's so weird too. Like I can actually keep all the stuff I get from Sepulchre, like obviously, but on the UIM, because I spent so much time here on the UIM, I'm so used to just having to drop everything, but I don't have to do that anymore. Oh, there's the... Yes, I forgot about that. Wait, there's the ghost. Okay, so wait, hold on. There's 5 ghosts that appear in the Sepulchre, and for each one that you find, that one will then start appearing in the lobby of Sepulchre if you're wearing a ring of visibility. It doesn't matter, by the way. It doesn't affect anything. It's just a cool little fun fact. Oh, first mysterious page. We need that for, I mean, we don't need it, but it's collection log, and you could fill out a book. There's 5 of these mysterious pages in total, 1 for each of the floors, and there's a 10% chance that you can get the page if you haven't gotten it already, and it's in the collection log. And then you can search this skeleton over here and you get a book, and then you add it into the book, and now it is forever in the book, and now I can drop the book because I struggle with bank space. And then each time I get another page, I'll just grab the book out of here, fill it up, and drop it again. Also realize that I don't actually need food here even without the hollowed ring, because like worst case scenario, I'm not going to go through all my hit points. Like maybe I'd lose 20 hit points if I was really having a bad time. And if I did that, I could just come back to the bank after the run and eat a lobster or something. Now, this is a really small thing, although I do know a lot about small things, but I just want to show you that you don't actually have to restore your run, like no matter what floor you leave on. When you quick exit, it's going to restore your run back up to full when you get back to the lobby. So it just saves you a few ticks here and there. Hey, you just got another mysterious page, another collection log slot. Oh, another mysterious page. We're getting these so fast. This is the first hour of Sepulchre completed, and I did 7 completions in the hour, which got me 45.4k XP, and I got 140 marks from it. Oh my god, I was curious for a second to see how much loot I got from 1 hour, and it's 700k worth, and that's just the first 4 floors, because that's all I can do. Wow. Oh, when did I got medium clue. Yes, clues do exist from here, no way. Well, how convenient. I didn't realize I didn't have the stash unit built, but because I'm doing Sepulchre, I just already happen to have the crossbow and the grapple on me. I thought I had been up here before, but I guess not. Also, I was just really curious. I have the steel nails in my inventory that I was using for Sepulchre, but then I brought out these bronze nails. So I'm wondering which one it'll prioritize. I'm gonna guess it might be the steel ones because they're at the top, or they're like in front of the bronze nails in my inventory. Oh, it did use the bronze ones. Like I was saying, it is very important for me to know more about the little things. Oh my god, I was like, why aren't I going across? I lost the grapple one. Yes, it's been less than 2 hours, and we now have over 250 marks, which means we can now buy the hollowed ring from the stranger here because it costs 250. New collection log slot, and this is so good. It makes it so that you don't take any damage, which, I mean, I wasn't really taking damage, but it's even better though because when you do fail, it reduces the recovery time because there's like a waiting period whenever you fail. Getting the different pieces from this guy though should speed up a lot more from here on out because all the other things, or like all the tools that help with Sepulchre, all cost 100 for these 4. Let's exit the Sepulchre here, and that's gonna be the first agility level of the video. We got to level 89. Back here with the 100 marks. Next Next, we're going to buy the hollowed symbol, and we're going to replace the holy symbol with it. And it actually does work with the prayer book, because you have to use the holy symbol with the prayer book, but the hollowed symbol allows you to use the poison curing thing as well. The main perk of it, though, is that when you're using up the vampire dust to get to the coffin, you only use 1 instead of 2, which is why I decided to go for this first, because this is kind of like the most annoying, I guess you'd call it secondary, most annoying ingredient for Sepulchre to get. And it makes you go through the thing to get to the coffin in 4 ticks instead of 5 ticks. And all these items count as Sarah items, so as long as I have at least 1 of these equipped, then I can use the brazier to restore my run at the end of each floor. Ew, we just got the first strange old lockpick. That is a collection log slot, and that lets you skip the doors and barrows when you get to the final crypt. You can just go straight in if you want. And I can use it as a lockpick here at Sepulchre. And it has a higher success rate and lets you loot the coffins faster, but you can only use it as a lockpick within Sepulchre. It doesn't count as a lockpick outside of here. And then in terms of using it for barrows, it comes with 50 charges for each one. My guy just stands here for so long, breaking nails over and over on the first floor here of Sepulchre when I'm 99 construction. I don't know if the floor actually even matters, but I can't wait to get the thing that doesn't make me use the nails over and over. Because this has happened multiple times. Ooh, another mysterious page. Next up, from the stranger, we got 100 more marks. So we are going to buy the hollowed hammer for 100. And you can replace the regular hammer in Sepulchre with the hollowed one, but the hollowed hammer does not work as a hammer outside of Sepulchre. It makes it so that you don't break nails when you're building the bridges. For my downtime, if I'm eating or editing or just want to chill, I'm going to be doing the Prif course, and I normally would do the Arty course, which I could boost for and then use like Preserve and the prayer gear and stuff. Except I don't have the Arty Elite Diary done, which gives you more marks from that course, and I don't think it's worth doing the course if you don't have Arty Elite done, so I'm just going to be chilling at Prif. Not like I'm doing this super efficient anyways if I'm focusing on other stuff. Hello again, we are back at Sepulchre. I've collected 100 more marks, which means we could buy another piece. Now I am definitely going to buy the grapple, because just a few runs ago, I failed that grapple thing like freaking 7 or 8 times in a row, and I was getting frustrated, and I just like skipped it that run. So now I have this thing, and now we will not fail the grapple shortcuts anymore. And this grapple only works in Sepulchre. You've probably noticed the trend with these items by now. Hey, we found another one of those ghosts. We found the wolf. Now, are they saying woo because it's a ghost, or is it like woo because it's a wolf? You know, they kind of make a sound like that. It is the morning of day 2 of Sepulchre. I have 100 more marks, and we can now buy the hollowed focus, and this is the last of like the main tools for Sepulchre. So from here on out, I'll just be saving up for the dark dyes, which are 300 each, and each dark dye recolors 1 piece of graceful for the black graceful. So I'm going to need 6 of them in total. So I'm going to have to collect 800 marks. And the funny thing is, though, that by the time I complete the full black graceful, I'm still not going to be 93 agility. It's funny to me, though, because I was remembering how back on the UIM when I was doing Sepulchre, it felt like it took so long to unlock all these tools at the start. But now I realize, because I already know how to do Sepulchre, I'm just like zooming through the start here to get all the basic unlocks. And also maybe the fact that I can collect the items in bulk, like, you know, I can just bank all the vampire dust and planks and stuff at once. I can't believe I've already almost run out of vampire dust. I have no more left in the bank, so I'm gonna have to go collect more. I got this medium clue, so I guess it's an excuse to leave. Also, I don't even need the herb sack. I was getting like 1, maybe 2 per run at the most. You just get Rannars here. It's gonna be a little bit annoying having to ungear and then re-gear all over again, but the very nice thing about this mysterious stranger is that he holds the items for you, which is especially useful for like UIM, so you don't have to like drop the items when you're done here, or like keep them in your inventory forever. For the planks, I've been collecting them by buying them from Razmeyer in Morton, who stocks 10 at a time and just hopping worlds, and then I use the Mauritania legs to teleport pretty close to here in Bergdi Rot. And to collect the vampire dust, there's just a bunch of vampires right here, just west of Bergdi Rot. Okay, I think I got a decent amount of the dust and the planks now, so we'll toss this back in here and we'll head back to Sepulchre. Now that I have like all the basic tools from Sepulchre, I'm not gonna be in as much of a rush to get marks. So I decided, which I probably should have been doing from the start, that from the first floor, I'm not going to search the coffin because you only get 1 mark, so it's probably just not even worth the time. I found the owl. I wish they made the owl ghost say who instead of woo. You know, it's funny because he was just saying that every single one of my viewers sounds like an owl. I got this hard clue and I had to go through the shortcut, and I have no idea how. This is my very first time ever taking this shortcut on this account, this deep into the game, over 2k total. I just keep getting these clue scrolls, and as much as I want to do them, I think I'm gonna like hold off on them. Maybe like the end of the day when I'm leaving here already, I'll go do like what I got from that day, but I don't want to like keep going back and forth and re-gearing, especially for the hard clues. It's a bit annoying, so I'm bad at talking and playing the game. I've been so confused this whole video because each time I cure the poison, it seems like it always drains one prayer point, but every once in a while, I go back to full prayer. And I was so confused what was happening, but it turns out when I've been clicking on the health orb to cure the poison, it's been drinking the sip of Sandfew when I have it, and it like prioritizes the Sandfew over the prayer book to cure poison. So I have to remember to like manually recite the prayer so I don't waste these sips of Sandfew. I had recorded this clip on my first run of Sepulchre just to show how the prayer book can cure the poison, but you can literally see in the clip that when I click on the health orb that it's just draining a dose of the Sandfew that I just got from the coffin. And the original audio of the clip is me just being confused as to why my prayer points weren't draining. Level 90 agility, that unlocks the arty course without boosting, and just like seeing that level 90 kind of makes me want to do it even without the diary in my downtime, so maybe I'll run laps tonight. We actually get XP in other skills besides just agility when you're doing Sepulchre. For example, one of those skills is prayer, and I just got level 80 prayer. You actually do get a non-negligible amount of XP. I'm about to finish up Sepulchre for the day, so once I wrap up after a couple more runs, I'll show you all the XP I gained across all the different skills. I just spent my whole RuneScape day at Sepulchre. Since I woke up, I've only been at Sepulchre. I did not leave to do anything else. And here's the XP I gained in all the different skills. I was getting 8.5k thieving XP and 3.3k prayer XP per hour. So like if you think about it, if you were to spend 100 hours at Sepulchre, assuming that you were opening all the coffins, which realistically you might not be doing that, but if you did, then if you spent 100 hours here, that'd be 850k thieving XP and over 300k prayer XP. And I'm pretty sure most people that do Sepulchre don't even think about the XP in these other skills whatsoever. So it's like a nice cool little bonus that you might not have otherwise thought about. I'm gonna spend the rest of the night doing the arty rooftops though while I edit and eat and all that. I know this isn't really efficient since I don't have the arty elite diary done, but it's not like I'm gonna be spending forever here and grinding out 99, you know. I'll just be here for like a few hours over the course of the next few days or something until we get to level 93. But this is my first lap of the arty rooftop and we get the elite task done. Oh yeah, it's a great name for a video too, by the way. I know, my jokes never get old. Thank you. Well, I'm going to bed, but just want to show that it was a pretty good day for agility XP today. Gained over 500k XP. Level 91 agility. I decided I am just going to stay here until I get to level 92, so that way I can go to the last floor of Sepulchre, because every time I get to floor 4, I just have to leave and it feels like I'm wasting time here. I know I'm really close to being able to get the full black graceful set. I'm like just over an hour away, but we'll finish that up once I go back to Sepulchre. I probably won't be looting all the coffins when I go back, maybe just on the final floor or something, but you still do get a little bit of marks, so we're definitely gonna get to the 1800 one way or another. Whoa, 6-hour log. I've just been doing agility all day. Well, that's wrapping up another 500k plus agility XP day, which means if I keep up this rate, I have like 2 days left until level 93. Dude, these updates today, they're like almost all group Ironman updates, and one of these updates actually changes my plans, and we're actually going to stop training agility in just a bit here because of this update. So let me go ahead and show you what we got here. There's a new game mode that Jagex just mentioned for the first time a week ago as I'm recording this, and it wasn't like pulled or anything. They just released it in like a week. It's called Unranked Group Ironman mode, aka UGIM. Sorry, Ultimate Group Ironman looks like it's not happening for you. And this means that Group Ironman can now swap players between their teams, but if you decide to do that, then that means you become unranked, which means you're not shown on the Group Ironman high scores anymore. You're all only individually showed on the regular high score. So it's like unofficial, but still official at the same time. A little bit lower down here, they said they want to be able to do the same thing with regular Ironman, allow regular Ironman to like de-iron. It's like one step above de-ironing, becoming an unranked group with other people. The reason why they have to have a special unranked mode if you want to swap players between different groups is because, for example, if a brand new level 3 joins your group, which you're allowed to do with regular group Ironman, you could just feed that account like whips and furies and all this high level gear. And then if you're able to just swap groups, that level 3 could then like make their own brand new level 3 group or join some other group of level 3s, and they would just be super boosted and have like an unfair advantage for the high scores. So now Jagex is saying, okay, you can do that, but you can't be ranked if you want to do that. But keep in mind, if you do decide to do this with Ironman or group Ironman, you can never go back to regular group Ironman or regular Ironman with that account. And they say right now there's not a separate icon for unranked group Ironman, but they do want to add it in the future. And then speaking of icons, they said right here that group prestige now shows up on the high scores. We removed our group prestige a few videos ago because we were doing raids with friends, but it doesn't matter to either of us. Like, even if this was in the game or on the high scores from the start, we still would have gotten rid of our group prestige because we don't care about it. Anyways, as I said, one of the updates today is going to change my plans and make me stop doing agility, and that is the fact that both of us are going to be leaving the group and becoming unranked group Ironmen and joining other groups. No, I'm just kidding. It's the Group Boss Bash raffle. Wait, I said that weird. Group Boss Bash raffle. Group Boss Bash raffle, yes. There's a 2-week competition that begins today, which I knew they were talking about this in the last week or two, but I didn't realize it would start so soon and that they were for sure gonna do it, and I thought they'd like make some changes to it first or something. But yeah, so it's beginning today as I'm recording this. I know the videos are a bit behind, and this is specifically for group Ironmen. So each time you kill one of these bosses, you're gonna get a certain amount of raffle tickets, as you can see right here. I'll get more into this in the next video because I don't want to have to explain it now and then explain it again right at the start of the next video when we get into it. But basically, the more tickets you get, the more likely you are to win, and you could win. I mean, I don't really care about the reward. It's just more, it seems like more of a fun thing to do. But there's gonna be 10 winning groups that each get a year of membership, and then one of those groups will be given lifetime membership. So in just a bit here, I'm just gonna go over to Sepulchre and finish off that last just over an hour to get the 1800 marks. We'll buy full graceful, we'll end the video, and then next video, I know I said that it'd be a while before I went back to Slayer and I wanted to take an extended break, but things come up like this, for example, and we are going to be going back to Slayer and PvM. Of course, I always go back to it somehow. And one last thing here, they made some improvements to Guardians of the Rift. Of course, it's like right after I end my runecrafting grind, although I am still pretty low RC level, but I did just spend a few days at Guardians of the Rift. But they made the player cap to get in 200 now, so that's pretty nice. And just some other like small quality of life things too, but yeah, let's head over to Sepulchre and finish Black Graceful. And there we have it. We now have 1800 hallowed mod marks, so we can go ahead, trade Mysterious Stranger, and buy all the dark dyes that we need. And there's a new collection log slot, and we just use it on each piece individually to recolor it. Oh, this is gonna look so sick. Last piece, let's put it on. Oh, dude, I look so freaking cool, man. I love it. If we take a look at the notice board over here, you can see my total completions was 126. So if you're going for just like the full black recolor as well as all the tools from Sepulchre, and you're only going up to floor 4 and not looting the first floor, then I know it's very specific, but I guess this is about what you can expect. The total agility XP gained in this video was over 1.6 mil, which overall with all the methods I was doing throughout the video probably comes out to about 40 hours of agility. And then I mentioned before that there's also thieving XP that you gain from it. I gained over 130k thieving XP, over 46k prayer XP too. And then the juicy part, the loot tracker, from 126 floor 4 runs, I earned 12.4 mil GP in terms of GE value. I did try to keep all the GP separate from most of the alkables, at least. I think I got most of it here. 2.4 mil GP is what I made from alks, and the actual GP too. Got 6 lockpicks, which will be nice for barrows. And I think my favorite loot from all of this is the Addy bolts, because we're going to need a bunch of ruby bolts E and diamond bolts E for PvM, especially for Sarah. It's going to be really, really useful to have. And we could instead save the Addy bars that we do have to make like darts or plate bodies or something. I will be coming back to Sepulchre, but probably not for the next couple weeks because I want to try to get the raffle tickets or whatever. Try our best to see how many tickets we can get and just see how it goes. And I just want to get started already with the PvM stuff, so we're going to wrap up the video here. Make sure you check out my duo teammate Spookdog's channel, which you could find a link to in every video description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.